Some of you are gonna hate me, some of you guys are gonna love me, and a lot of people may never think of me, but I plan to have fun on this journey, so let's go. What's my motivation? Before I started the month of May, I made up in my heart and my mind, I decided that I was going to be as intentional and passionate as possible when it came time for me to be creative, whether it was in music, whether it was in writing, whether it was in speaking, whether it was living, breathing. I just wanted to be great at it, right? And the only way that I could see myself doing that is if I put in the effort to see it. Deadpool has a phrase, a catchphrase, when he's about to go into battle. He says maximum effort. And if you know the comic, it's kind of raunchy, but it's a pretty good movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But whenever he goes into battle, he's usually very playful. He's usually very sarcastic, and he doesn't seem to really take the battle serious. But then when he says maximum effort, it's just like a switch that says, you know, I'm going to make sure I do everything in my power and my ability to win, right? Even if that means I have to lose an arm, even if that means I have to get stabbed a few times, even if that means I get some bumps and bruises along the way, I'm ultimately going to put in the greatest amount of effort to see myself find success in this moment. And that's kind of the mindset that I'm moving on with my motivation. And my secondary motivation really is the next generation. I have nieces and nephews and godkids in my life, and I wanted to kind of be a standard for them, if that's not too far-fetched to say. I wanted to be an example that you can achieve more than what people tell you you can achieve. You have access to be as great as you want to be, right? You have the ability to be fulfilled. You have the ability to see yourself standing in your God's given purpose, right? You were created to be more than just a living, breathing robot. And wherever your heart takes you, or wherever your faith and belief and passions take you, you can make it there, and you can thrive, and you can be great, and you can be successful, you can be impactful, you can be positive, you can be a change agent for the world, for yourself, and for your family. And I wanted to kind of be that standard for them. When I look through history, I think about positive people like Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Jesus, all these people that have left their mark in history as world changers, right? Their names ring bells. And even on the far spectrum of life, you have people like Hitler, this one man that sparked this diabolical, hateful campaign that sparked a world war. So you have these two great spectrums of individuals that made up in their heart and mind that what they believed in was worth fighting for, what they believed in was worth pursuing. And I personally would rather be on the positive side of things, not so much negative side, but ultimately the mindset and the motivation is kind of the same. Like, if you decide within your heart and within your mind that you want to do something, you can do it, and you can see success in it and out of it, right? So then I even begin to think about what if I was born into Bill Gates' family, and I was able to see somebody that close to me, family, a loved one, somebody that cares about me, that I care about, handling that amount of wealth. From a young age, I was able to understand that wealth is not distant from me. It's not a long-winded journey, but it's very much obtainable. And in the very same way, if I can be a standard of greatness, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, my friends, my parents, if I can pursue this maximum effort to become me, I guess a simple way of putting it, if I can strive for that and become a standard, then the people around me can also, you know, see their life in a better way or in a greater way, and live out their life to the maximum of its ability, fearlessly, right? Boldly, confidently. Yeah, that's my motivation. If I was to identify an inspiration, there are a long list of people that have played a part in my development. They are kind of like puzzle pieces, helping putting me together to become me, right? Today, this individual today has been shaped and molded and impacted by great individuals. And if I went through the list, this might be a very long video, so we're just gonna sum it down and sum it up to one. And guess what? Mother's Day was just like 2 days ago, so I'm gonna say my mom. Debbie Powell Lee is one of the greatest inspirations in my life. From, I think when I was like 2, I've been in fashion shows. I watched her pursue education. She graduated from college at 50. Why did she decide to go back to school at such a late time? I don't know, but she had it in her heart. She made up in her mind to do it, and she pursued it and excelled in it. She didn't just graduate. She graduated with high honors. She didn't settle for C's and D's. She actually cried, I think, one time when she got a D on a test. I thought it wasn't that serious, but she took it pretty serious. She's also an author. She's a minister. She's an ambassador for Christ. Like, my mother is one of the greatest people that I've had the opportunity to come into contact with, and it would be a disservice and dishonorable for me to say that she wasn't one of my number one, or if not my number one inspiration for pursuing life greater than my limitations allow. Yeah.
God is nobody like. We give you praise. So we lift our hands. We give you praise.